listening to.
You're listening to.
You're listening
You're listening to
Again, and you're listening to
Active FM.
Active FM.
to Active FM.
FM to Active FM.
What's up?
Hi.
Up? Cynthia, but you know you can call me Gigs. And I'm from the new show on Active FM.
And my name is Grace/Bones from The Funny Truth and All Things Girl, representing the both as
Did
one.
you just say /bones?
Yeah, my co-Funny Truth presenters decided to call me Bones because DJ Creativity decided that he thinks I want to play with bones for a living. So I'm just rolling with it as it goes. But DJ Jamie from The Love Show said that she likes Gigi, so I'm kind of like conflicted.
So you are Grace, also known as Gigi, but Bones.
It sounds like a split personality disorder,
Yeah,
but it's really
yeah,
not.
Anyway, welcome to Active FM. Yeah.
Of course.
And do you want to go through the...
Well, you can catch us on our platforms. On Instagram, you can catch us at ActiveFM 777, the number of heaven. On ActiveFM Twitter, on at ActiveFM. And you can catch us on Facebook /ActiveFM.
Yes, and then we also have a website, www.activefm.co.za. And you
Yes.
can also catch us if you're an Apple user. Shout it out to all the Apple users out there. You can catch us on Apple Podcasts. And if you are an Android user, we got your back. Don't worry, we got your back. You can catch us on Google Podcasts. And you can also catch us on YouTube.
Yes.
This is where you're watching us from. So just search for ActiveFM and you will get all the amazing, amazing hot shows. I mean, you've got All Things Girls.
Yes.
You've got the new show. You've got Rhymes and Poetry.
Yes.
You've got...
The Mode, The Funny Truth.
Yeah. I mean, whatever suits your fancy, you
Yeah.
can catch a show for that. All day, every day, I tell you.
Any time of the day.
Yep. So, something amazing is happening next week. Can you guess what it is?
I think I can guess well, but then I feel like I know. Black Friday.
Oh no, I wanted to say it's my birthday. I'm joking. I'm just joking. It is Black Friday, y'all.
Yes.
It's going to be crazy. It's one of the craziest times of the year. Can I just tell you? Last year we had crazy stampedes in South Africa in a lot of the stores. A lot of the stores actually closed earlier just because of the craziness that was happening in the stores.
I saw in the news that game, like windows, doors were shattered.
Yeah.
And like queues were going down escalators, and I was like,
Yeah.
what? I don't know, Black Friday was a thing in South Africa, but it shows.
No, it's hectic,
Yeah.
man. It's hectic everywhere. It's one of those where you like pulling the shoe from the person because it's the last pair of shoe, and it's just it's a sport.
It just, I thought it was a movie thing, because in
Okay.
movies I saw that, like I would see in like movies, people are fighting for this one pair of Louis Vuitton or Gucci shoe. I'm like, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. I picked it first. Now you actually see that over a microwave.
Yep.
Or a fridge.
Yep. I mean,
Yeah.
if it's gone down to like 75% off, you're gonna
Yeah.
do the things that you need to do.
You're just
And
gonna be like
will you be
sniper
shopping
mode.
during Black Friday? Will you be getting the discounts of Black Friday?
I honestly think discounts will happen from 50% upwards. Because I remember last year, because then I only knew about it late, that I saw people were buying clothes for like 1 rand, 20 rand.
Don't joke.
And this is like places like True Words, Fushini, and all these
Don't
places.
joke.
And my mom loves those stores. And had she known, she was going to be like, we are going. We are sacrificing school for you today so we can go shopping. That's if she had known. I would have just gone to all the stores and looted, probably.
Looted.
And-
Did you just say looted?
Well, loot with a credit card
Oh.
or money.
But something interesting about Black Friday, I actually did a show on Black Friday, and I called it The Economics of Black Friday, and we actually looked into how Black Friday actually affects the economy and stuff like that. And believe it or not, it actually does
How?
affect the economy, both in a good and a bad way, because of all the discounts and things like that. And in my latest show, one of my shows not my latest show, one of my shows, I actually speak about the effect of all the discounts that happen with Black Friday and in the December holiday and all of these things.
Yeah.
So go and listen to that show. It's going to blow your mind. So listen to it before you go into Black Friday, because I also speak about the fact that you don't need to go into debt, because believe it or not, there are a whole lot of people who actually take out a whole lot of loans just to buy things in Black Friday.
Yeah.
If you didn't budget for it, don't go for it. I mean, you'll find other discounts in January and stuff like that. So that's basically
especially
it.
and especially since we are going into December, I think people are having this mood or this this attitude of, I'm gonna go all out before the end of the year comes. And I'm at the point, because sometimes I'm like, where did the money go? And I realize it went all to food or shoes or
food is a real
clothes.
thing. Can I just tell you that Black Friday, if there are discounts on Uber Eats or whatever, I will go for the food and
It's a
definitely
thing.
spend on food. So if you're in the food business, know that you got me. If you've got the Black Friday deals
We
happening
got
and stuff.
like a connection there.
But speaking of, since you do everything girls and stuff like that, with Black Friday, do you think girls are more likely to spend during Black Friday than guys are? Or
While girls in general tend to spend more, whether they budget or not.
I don't believe that. Can I just say dispute that? I just believe that guys' things are more expensive.
Yes, guys' stuff is more expensive.
Yes.
So, like, when you look at a guy when he shops, he kind of knows what he wants. So he's like, if he wants a white t-shirt, he's going to go for that white t-shirt.
Yeah.
A girl, she's going to be like, no, I just came for some window shopping.
No,
and
that's true.
she walks out with 6 different outfits. I'm one of those
and then
people.
then you never wear any of those outfits. That is like so true.
And
I have a family member that does that. I
Yeah.
will not expose the family member because she's on ActiveFM.
Yeah.
But anyway, also speaking about girls, how do you think girls get ready for December? I mean, December is coming up,
Yeah.
and I am super, super excited about December. So how do you think girls get ready for December? How would you advise us girls to get ready for December?
Well, what I would advise firstly is, if you're preparing now for December and going into the new year, please just budget. Budget.
Why?
Like, okay, so like budget is like, I heard it somewhere, it's like a cuss word for some people, because not many of us love budgeting. So like budgeting means sacrificing something or putting something aside. But honestly, budgeting helps you, because then if you budget for something, you won't be in debt and you'll have money to spare for later. So what I can advise the girls for this December, before you go shopping, look in your closet. Firstly, if you know that you're that person that has a whole bunch of outfits that you never wear all together, or you just wear them once in a blue moon, look for it. You'll find that outfit that's never been worn, touched, or looked at in the last million years.
Yeah.
And then probably do some DIY. I'm a girl that like does DIY all the time. That's just like a thing in my house, because I do it to my clothes, my sisters do it to their clothes, even my brother occasionally. So because my mom's a seamstress, so like DIY is like a thing. So
That's dope.
and you never know, like with that old outfit, you can transform it into something new, and it looks like something that came off Paris Fashion Week or something. Yeah.
Good. But I don't think that preparing is just in clothes and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
what are you going to do to prepare for Christmas? Or not Christmas, but the end of the year?
But for basically the end of the year, before my mindset was like, I'm gonna go all out, I'm gonna go to all the right places, meet the right people, by right people, going out to places, socializing, mingling with the right crowds. But basically what I want to use the rest of this year to do is to get into a habit of, quality time with the right people and setting my mind straight. Because, as girls, our minds just, take a sudden change, or like, it's like a wonky clock or something. So what I intend to do, this December is, focus on my budget, but also focus on myself and those around me, because, going into the next year with toxic people really doesn't help.
Yeah.
Because, can I tell a funny story? It's so weird. You'll hear it on one of All Things Girls shows.
Yeah.
So last year, I was going through a phase. So like it was a phase of rebelliousness.
Yeah.
So at the end of the year, I went over to my friend's house and we were like, we're gonna go all out at the end of this year because we never done anything together.
Yeah.
So basically what we did, I had money and she had money, we put it together. So our aim was to go out somewhere and just do something random going into 2019.
Yeah.
So what we did, I went to our house, and then when I went to our house, we got changed, we got ready, did our makeup, our hair and stuff that time. That time I had blue hair, so I was like going through a phase of craziness. And then we went to go buy pizza, bought some drinks.
Pizza, that is awesome.
It wasn't even like, it was just like pizza. But like, I think it was
You can't
Japanese
just
pizza.
say it was just like pizza.
Yeah.
It's pizza.
It's pizza. Pizza
Yes.
is like life.
Okay.
And I respect it.
Yeah.
And then we went back to her house and we were watching some movies and, playing some music and stuff like that to get into the mood for the next year.
Yeah.
And then we went on Facebook and Instagram looking for events that were happening that night on New Year's Eve. So then what we did, we went on Facebook, we found this event, that's happening in some club in Newtown, and we were like, we're going there. We're going. And then we decided for some time, but then we decided to decide again because it was raining, but then also we had some interesting drinks during that time, which changed our decision. And Grace and friend decided, let us take a taxify to Newtown. So we decided to take the taxify to Newtown, as expensive as it was, because tons of people were going to Newtown that night.
Yeah.
And for the entrance, we had spent 500 Rand together because the tickets were 250, so together,
Yeah.
500 Rand was gone. We went in, the place was wet, the floor was wet, my white
So
sneakers
dope.
were so dirty. I was like, okay, this might be worth it. So we got into the mood, we were dancing and stuff, it was just the two of us. And then some friends, well, not my friends, there were like some classmates from school that came and found us there. And this one guy just had this huge crush on my friend and he looked cool and he had money and all that stuff. So then he was like, no man, let's just enjoy some time together. So we went with him and his friends, and that's when my mood was killed, because then all he wanted to do was just dance with my friend Charlene. I just named her.
Sure. She's like,
Oh my
there's
goodness.
like tons of these people out there. So if you're the one listening, it
Yes.
might not be, she probably just changed the name.
Yeah. It's just constant confusion. So I believe that, so after that, so as it went into the year 3, 2, 1, I was standing there basically by myself in wet shoes and new wet clothing with dirty socks and wet socks. And I was just like so
Sure.
angry.
That is
And
crazy.
then, so this year, going onwards, even I'm not going to make that same mistake again, spending 500 Rand for some place I'm not going to enjoy. So yeah, that's basically it.
And we're about to go into a break. We'll catch you right after this.
You're listening to Redneck. Redneck.
Christ music is hot music. I tell you.
Indeed.
Now, before we go into the next topic, just remember you can catch us on our different platforms. You can catch us on Instagram at ActiveFM
Yes.
777, the number of heaven. We're also on Facebook /ActiveFM.
And you can catch us as well on our website, www, I had to count that, .activefm.co.za, where you can catch all the shows that meet your whatever needs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it. So now, she was busy, Grace here was busy speaking about her December and what she plans to do in December and things
Yeah.
like that. And actually got me thinking, what does the end of the year mean for me?
Yeah.
Basically. And for me, end of the year is a time where I get to sit down and reminisce on what my goals were, what
Yeah.
I've actually achieved this year and things like that. And it's easy to sit down and be like, oh my gosh, I didn't do anything.
My summer body is gone.
But that's not what you do, no. That is definitely not what you do. And yeah, so what does end of the year mean for you personally?
On a personal level, I just think end of the year, it's literally been the same for me. End of the year is basically looking back on all those resolutions I made.
Yeah.
But then like I gave up on the resolutions and then I try and intersect it or intercede it or transition it into the next year.
Yeah.
But then end of the year is basically like what my mom has taught me, that end of the year is basically spending time
Yeah.
with those that you love.
Yeah.
So those that I love would be my family and my mom's cooking.
Yeah.
When it's end of
Can
the
I just
year.
tell you, African food is amazing.
I am just telling
It
you.
is very
I can just say, like,
awesome.
on my side, like, we don't just cook African food because in my house, I want us to cook everything. So this year, as crazy as it may be, we want to make Spanish food.
Interesting.
I know it's
I know
crazy.
whose house I'm going to for the next few weeks. I'm definitely going to Gracie's house.
Yeah, we're just gonna make tacos, whatever. Just
Sure.
that's our food theme for this
Yeah.
year, basically.
Anyway, this is a very interesting question. So you know the whole Congolese tag?
Yes.
Hashtag, growing up Congolese. I mean, we're both Congolese.
We both, but we're
didn't
not
know.
really Congolese.
Yeah,
All
we're
I can say is I'm not.
diluted Congolese people. So I can understand the languages very well. But
Yes.
ask me to speak it. It's going to be a very interesting one. But anyway, let's do a Congolese tag. Are you ready?
Yes.
So hashtag growing up Congolese
Hashtag growing up Congolese
in December.
in December.
How has it been for you? Like growing up Congolese in December, what are like the best moments? What are like the craziest moments and stuff like that? Growing up Congolese in December.
Oh my goodness. Growing up Congolese in December, oh my goodness. All I can say is that the best part was my mom's Congolese cooking.
Yeah.
And, getting used to it. The most embarrassing one was when I met my Congolese relatives and I didn't know a single word of French.
Boom.
Well, now I sort of know, but then when I try and count, I sound like a toddler and my mom is finished. She's like, please stop. And one of the well, kind of worst-ish parts. I don't really have a worst one. But then the embarrassing part is when they ask you to speak Lingala, Swahili, Chiluba, there's other something, I don't remember, but French.
Something.
Yeah, but they say French doesn't count. So I'm like, I don't know. You understand? I'm like, mother, I'm like westernized. Like, and you know what's the weird thing?
What?
As a Congolese child, my mom said that I could speak Lingala and all these things. Then when I started going to preschool, I told her that we don't speak those languages at school, so we've been speaking English. But now at home, as weird as it may be, each and every single of my family members are learning different languages. So my sisters, they're learning Spanish.
Okay.
My brother is learning Japanese and Korean.
Anime.
And right? It's so crazy how guys have this thing. My mom, she's learning Spanish, all these things. I'm content, but I'm currently learning Russian, Urdu, Tamil, and I think Japanese as well, and some Mandarin, all because my brother has integrated me into the anime life.
Sure.
As a Congolese person, so it's like
For me,
shameful.
growing up Congolese in December, the craziest times. Can I just tell you this one time? Because there's like a whole lot of family that comes and stuff. And this one time, they decided that they're gonna, this live chicken, and they.
My mom hates live chicken
and stuff like that. The chicken actually chased all the kids. So we decided that since the parents want to have their own braais, we can also have our own braai.
Yeah.
And we decided that we're gonna have our own braai, and then the chicken started chasing us around. It was the craziest moment. Like all my cousins and I were just like running across the whole backyard screaming, and the parents are not really hearing us and stuff.
They're just there.
Believe it or not, she was in my childhood.
Yes.
And I did not remember her at all.
And you know what's the crazy thing? We just recently found each other.
I don't remember her at all, so she was in my... And then the nicest thing was obviously the family functions.
Yeah.
And eating Congolese food. There was always a whole lot of meat, and meat is my favorite thing. Take away meat.
I think as a black person, you naturally like meat.
Yeah.
If
And
you're
then-
vegetarian, you're mad. That's all I can
We still love
say.
you all vegetarians out there. We still love you. Okay, just a funny story. My brother tried going vegetarian for a month, and I'm staring right at him. He tried going vegetarian, so you know what I decided to do? I decided that we're gonna throw a braai just to test if he can be vegetarian or not.
Aha!
And it didn't work.
Why?
At all because he ate the meat at that braai.
Haha!
And
We see you.
The worst part of it, but now it's basically gone because I'm old enough. But if you were under 18, the dishes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
For some reason, Congolese parents do not believe in paper plates. They believe in using all the dishes, the clay plates that you have in the house, borrowing from your neighbors. And you, as the child, have to wash all of those dishes after everyone has left. Not during, not before, not while they're cooking.
After.
After everyone has left, when it's time for you to sleep, and then you'll be like, these dishes are amazing.
And you know what's the craziest thing? My mom, not even my mom, my aunts that would come over, they had this tendency of bringing such nice plates to our house for dinner and lunch and all these things. I'm like, oh, that's nice. And then eventually,
whoa.
That's interesting. Then eventually, me and my brother.
Carry on.
Eventually, me and my brother would end up doing the dishes because we were the two youngest cousins, plus our other cousins. But then we'd get up to mischief and stuff like that. Busy throwing pap out the window into the drain. Craziness, I'm telling you. Just pure craziness. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so what's this? Next question I have to ask.
Yes.
I mean, beginning of the year, we have all these awesome resolutions, and this is what I want to do in the beginning of the year. Is there such a thing, do you think, quick question, as end of the year resolution?
I never really thought of it as a thing because sometimes I'm not into trends.
Yeah.
But then I never thought of it because then nobody really plans what to do except, go wild, party, but you can think of that as a resolution.
So if you are watching this right now,
Yes.
I want you to comment. So get out your laptop, your phone, your computer, wherever you are screening this,
Yes.
and type down what your end of the year resolutions are. Basically, if I had to have end of the year resolutions, I think my end of the year resolution would be to basically do the things. To do the things, yes. To
What
do the
things?
Those things.
Well, my end of the year resolution would be to actually go and do something extreme. Actually, I have done that extreme thing. I went on this terrifying roller coaster ride, but then the one thing that I want to do before the end of the year ends is to, what is that thing you call jumping out of a plane?
Skydiving. That is exciting.
I want to skydive, but my mom says black children don't die like
Can
that.
I just tell you, my family's going away for December at some point, and one of the things on the itinerary that they don't want to do, but it's part of the things that we can do at this place, is actually skydiving, and they're like, no ways. And I'm like, but can we just skydive? But okay.
I would love to skydive, honestly. I have this adrenaline junkie type of tendency.
Yeah.
So I want to skydive, I want to bungee jump. There was the one time me and my mom nearly went bungee jumping together.
Sure.
And then when we went back to the place, she's like, nope, we're going to eat instead. I was like, I think the way to integrate my mom into it is to go on a roller coaster ride. Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this. Hashtag end of the year resolutions.
Yes.
What are your end of the year resolutions? I will definitely comment on this video what my end of the year resolutions are.
And so will
get
I.
this out. Hashtag end of the year resolution. But remember that you can catch ActiveFM on Twitter
Yes.
at ActiveFM. You can also catch us on Facebook
Yes.
/ActiveFM.
And you can catch us on Instagram at ActiveFM777, the number of
Yes,
heaven.
The number of heaven. You can also catch us on our website, www.activefm.co.za. I'm your girl Cynthia, but you can call me Gix, and I'm from the new show on ActiveFM.
And this is Grace/Gigi, no longer Bones, from All Things Girl and the Funny Truth, and I'm signing out.
Peace.